why the NFL should use natural grass for NFL fields versus turf. The NFL is the biggest stage of football. It's the most globally known source of football that there is in the world. The viewers, the money, the attention, it's the biggest the sport has. As the world grows and gets more technological, the research has shown that playing on natural grass is safer and more efficient for the players and the safety of the players versus turf. Turf will be more commonly seen in baseball and that sport, just because baseball is, they can play on turf and it be more lasting and durable for those types of circumstances. But the cuts, the jabs, those types of things that go into playing in the NFL are very crucial. And when you stick those guys on turf fields, those fields are not necessarily built for those types of cuts and jabs. They're very high risk of injury. And with those injuries causes, rehab and those types of things, where players can't rely on their injuries being recoverable to come back to the league and make an impact for their team or whatever that may be. So being able to switch to natural grass fields would be significantly better for the league, and the studies show 32% higher rate of knee injuries on turf, 69% of higher injuries are caused to the foot and ankle when games are played on turf. I mean, these injuries have been very consistent in the past few years, and that is very concerning. As a viewer of the game and somebody that studies it, it's really brutal to see that players are being injured just because of the surface that they're playing on. And these injuries are non-contact. It's not, they're getting hit by a defender and they roll up and that's what causes the injury. These guys are just simply rotating and shifting faster than what the turf can handle, and the turf is holding them up, and it's really causing injuries that are costing players their careers. You look at coaches and players such as like Cooper Kupp, who is a star wide receiver in the NFL, Nick Bosa, a star defensive player. These guys are showing their efforts to get natural grass on the field via Twitter, which is their biggest voice right now. When people see these tweets and they're like, this is an impact. When the players don't feel safe on turf, there's an issue. 14 of the 30 NFL teams currently play on turf. So you look at that number and you're like, okay, that's a little less than half. So how can we minimize that? You look at two of the teams that use natural grass but have an indoor stadium. That would be the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders. Those two teams have what they call rollable natural grass, where during the week the grass is outside and is being taken care of by a team, and that on Sundays the field is then rolled in for the players to play on. It is the safest, it is the most efficient, and during the week that the grass is taken care of, it is making sure that the grass is at the standing point to where, okay, every single part of this natural grass is ready and effective and is better than what turf would be. So those two teams have really started the initiative of making natural grass impactful for those teams that have closed arenas. So you look at teams like the Chicago Bears, Soldier Field, natural grass. They don't have to roll a field in or out. But however, the Arizona Cardinals, they are ready every week to roll one out, roll one in, to make sure that is suitable for the players and make it the safest. And safety is really the key. I mean, why should players have to go out onto the field and worry about their safety because of the field that they're playing on? These players are out there to play on the highest level, and with that shows, they're ready to make an impact and it not be the worry of the grass that they're playing on. I mean, how many players have to get hurt for the league to show that it has to be required for teams to have natural grass? I mean, there's got to be stepping stones. This is not cheap. It costs millions and millions of dollars to do. However, these teams make millions and millions more, to have these teams make these rosters and be able to show and entertain for the world. So being able to afford that and make that a budget has to become a priority for people. Otherwise, we'll see superstars not be able to play because they get injured on turf. And, for people that save up to go see these players, how would you like to go to an NFL game and you see your favorite player not play because he got injured playing on a turf field the week before? So it's just being able to minimize those risks of injury and being able to show that, this is what we can do now, this is what we can do later. How can we, in between, impact the team and show to these players that, we care about your safety. We're spending the money to get natural grass and we're going to take care of it. So being able to show that, teams are willing to care about their players is the biggest issue here. The safety of their players and making sure that everybody is treated the same and playing on the same grounds as everybody else, and it not being a health issue is really the number one thing. So you take that and you go with it as, why should players step on the field with the worry of, am I going to get hurt or not?